my special guests tonight, Kim Luiso, Dave Bailey, Daniel Lobell, Kadrolsha Ona Carol, Keith Tattness McCleary, Dawna Lee Heising, and Eileen Dietz. Hey! Welcome to the Danny McDermott Show. We do need Kevin in here on the small pick, not on the big pick. Okay, welcome to the show, guys. It's our Halloween episode, and hopefully my producer will send Danny Lobell the link. I think I sent it to him, but so hopefully he'll be on. Anyway, welcome to the show. Leave it to Kevin. Leave it to Kevin to get a green screen, and then his picture is a green screen of a green screen. So Kevin, he doesn't have any other pictures on there. I guess a green screen like that kind of looks like he's in a basement or something like that. Like it's a tarp to, where, he brings by, young girls who he captured, and, that's scary. You look like that, Kevin. Is that your costume right now, by the way?
It's the screen is green with envy.
Okay, that was terrible. That was terrible. Who wrote that? Who wrote that joke? Was it you, Kevin?
I did.
Guys, so I am. In case you haven't noticed, I am not myself today. I am actually in costume. I know it's subtle. It's subtle, but I am Party Panda. Yeah, baby, Party Panda. So I came up with this one night when I had no other costume. I love how the beard looks like real fur. Doesn't it look like real fur? It looks like I really look like a panda. I really do. I don't know why I did the ears though, because I did the ears, but I realized I'm going to have headphones on, so I just got my ears dirty for no reason. It takes forever to clean that shit. By the way, it's gonna be forever. So anyway, yeah, it's kind of weird. People do treat you differently when you look like a panda. They really do. Kids are scared. Dogs are scared. Thank you, Bill. Party Panda rocks. Bears find you exotic. And if I would recommend staying away from actual bears, because they might be amore. You know what I mean? You definitely don't want that. But the reason I came up with this is I was with. Thank you. I was. I had no costume for Halloween, but I had this shirt, this Party Panda shirt, Party Panda with a cup. I love it's 3-dimensional because you got the right here. You got the polar bear there too. So you got the polar. He's hanging out with polar bears. That's how cool this panda is. He's a party animal, and he's got the party cup. I don't know which finger I'm pointing with. But yeah. So I had this shirt, and I had a makeup artist that was coming over to pick up a check that was mailed to my place, and I said, "All right, I'll give you the check on one condition: you make me look like a panda." And that's what happened. Ali Shehorn. Amazing special effects person. If she's watching, she probably isn't, but she's always working. It was at Loa Alabak's house that I was staying. Thank you, Loa. And anyway, so that's how the Party Panda was born. Then I wrote a script. It's Party Panda. He'll party till you die. It's a horror film that I want to do. It's a 25-page thing. It's really creepy, as you can see. I mean, I don't look that scary, do I, Kevin?
No, you do.
I do? You know what really looks scary? When I'm like, Party Panda, you're in my basement. Ah. Right?
Oh,
Isn't that scary?
That's accurate.
Right?
That
right?
is.
It's terrifying.
It's
right?
You need a couple of urns on a shelf to really complete the whole body.
It's awesome. All right, so let's bring Kevin up to full size now. That's my monologue. I didn't want to do a big monologue. I didn't want to. I mean, nobody wrote any jokes, so I just it's a Halloween thing. I didn't have much time. So how's your what are you planning to do for Halloween, Kevin? Aside from murder people.
If there's time, I guess I'll give out some candy.
After the murders.
Yeah, you don't want to have a sugar dump or an adrenaline dump. You want to kind of balance out your nutrition and, of course, your mutilation.
Right, right. And you don't want to take it before because then you might have a sugar high and you might make mistakes.
Yeah, no, you get sloppy. You get sloppy.
You get very sloppy, especially yeah. That's why that's why you never drink a Red Bull before you hit someone with a shovel.
No, there's a lot of things you just want to be careful. You really do. You want to be in control of yourself the first time you do anything.
You like my Ghost Cup?
I do.
Yeah, that's my Ghost Cup. My cup died last week, but it stayed around. It stayed around. So I figured I may as well drink out of it, right?
Yeah, why wouldn't
Thanks,
you?
Mike. Hey, Mike's watching. Yeah.
Hello, Mike.
Mikey. All
Mikey
right.
likes it.
Hey, Mikey, he likes it. Exactly. You just showed how old we are, Kevin.
I did. And I'll do it again.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so it's Halloween, and a lot of people have horrible costumes. Did you notice that?
I do.
I mean, it's the one time a year where anybody can get laid if they wear a sexy costume. Am I right?
And that was really why I don't have a costume left anymore.
As long as you don't take the costume off, you can hook up. You can hook up. That's how it works. Because see, look at me. I could be ugly. I could, but I look cool with this makeup on. You know what I mean?
No,
You're supposed to say yes, Kevin. Don't just nod. You gotta kiss my ass. You're the sidekick. You're supposed to be kissing my ass.
This is why I get fired all the time.
Yes, you do.
I only meet like 6 out of the 10 requirements.
It's like the 10 commandments of sidekickism.
The 6 are good. It's not bad. It's a good starting point. But
Well,
really, all 10 would be better.
Let's take a look at these some of these horrible costumes. Let's take a look at these. In fact, we have a horrible Halloween costumes. All right, let's look at the first costume. Let's see how bad these things are. Wow. Oh my God. Look at that. That looks like Steve's brother.
That's fantastic.
It does. It looks like Steve's brother, Tom.
Now,
I mean, either one is bad, but I think I'd rather be the guy sitting on it than the guy in back of him.
it depends on the rest of the night. If the guy sitting on him wore regular clothes and everybody looked at him like the guy who did not play along, and then come costume time, he runs out naked, he wins.
Okay, all right.
If he spends the entire night sitting on his friend's lap, I don't think anybody wins.
Well, if it was boyfriend and girlfriend, and she was just wearing a skirt sitting on there, they could be having sex the whole night.
I'm divorced. But to me, let's wrap up the whole event in about an hour.
Kevin's the party pooper panda. Nice. Yeah, you got to dress like a panda too, but you're the party pooper panda.
That's great.
That would be awesome. You're my sidekick. Oh, why didn't we do that tonight? Mike, where were you when we were writing this? Oh my God, that would have been beautiful.
I can't participate in any of this.
No, you can't even set up a green screen. Next costume.
I'm pooping on the party, Danny. Pooping on the party.
Oh, that's ugly. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Oh yeah, the Kool-Aid guy.
That was the costume that I couldn't manage to keep alive until tonight.
Look at that. Does he have pants on? I hope he has pants on because from here it looks like he doesn't have any pants on.
Does it matter?
Yeah, it matters. I don't want to see Captain Kool-Aid's wee-wee. I don't want to see the Kool-Aid guy's wee-wee.
You know what's nice about that costume?
Nothing.
No, listen to me. If you wear that costume and you have too much to drink and you fall through a wall, it's right in character.
There you go.
You can't lose.
Okay, let's move on to the next one. I can't keep looking at this. Oh, that's inappropriate. That's baby pot plant. Kevin, there you go.
That's
baby pot
right.
plant. We really should have cropped this picture so we could fit better.
No, that's okay.
Baby pot plant. Hey, Susanna. Yeah, that would be some pretty irresponsible parenting. This is definitely a hippie kid costume. Wouldn't you say?
I need more details. I need more details. I'm not ready to condemn it yet. That's his little bud.
Hey, he looks happy. His little bud. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, those are pretty bad. I know we got some more. There's some worse ones, I'm sure. I don't know. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's what is that? The space shuttle? Those are the plumes of smoke underneath.
I think it's more of a tunnel vehicle than a space vehicle, but you can interpret it as you will. It's art.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, how do you go out like that? Is that a woman? Is that a woman? It looks like a woman. Is that a woman wearing that? That's even funnier.
It is. It's
Tattness shaved his balls. Okay, nobody knows who Tattness is yet, but because he hasn't been on yet.
That's okay.
Yeah, you know what? At least it's shaved, right?
Is it shaved or was it waxed? That looks pretty smooth.
Right? All right, let's go to the next one. My nose is itching. Oh! Spider-Man has really let himself go. Oh my God. I guess his Spidey sense didn't see that ass coming. Wow. I don't know if his webs would hold up.
You could tow a city with those webs. They're strong enough.
Oh my God, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, no, that's
what, see, this is what happens when you let your webbing back up. COVID Spider-Man, yes. Bill, nice, very nice, very nice. Yeah, that's what happens. You know, you don't if you get bloated if you don't spin enough web.
No, you know what that is? When you have a party for your children, but you're really pressed for the budget, that's the Spider-Man that shows up.
That look, yeah. I was gonna say, I thought that was a parent wearing it. I was like, man, that looks like an expensive costume. All right, let's move on to a non-diabetic superhero.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. That is creepy. That is creepy as hell. But
it is.
But you know what? It looks like would you say? It looks like a Pennywise costume that they ordered online that didn't come out like it was supposed to.
A bargain basement Pennywise.
A bargain basement. That's Pennywise from the dollar store.
Pennywise, penny foolish.
Oh my God. Poor kid. He's never gonna kiss a girl with that costume. Yeah. Unlike the Party Panda. All right. Is that it? Is that all of them? Or is there one more? I think that might be all.
All right. That was enough.
Hey, woo! Terrible costumes. I know we could have come up with more than that.
Well, let's ask tonight's guest. What's the worst costume they've seen?
Yeah, let's bring when you order, yes, from Wish, Kyla. That's it. When you order from Wish, that could have been our wish thing too. Danny in the morning. Oh my God. Penny Saver Wise. Oh man, these are good, man. We got some good writers here. This is good.
That is good.
This is good. All right, I think if we have our first guest in, I think we should bring them in right now. What do you think?
I'm all for it.
All right, let's bring in our first guest. Wait, where's the intro? You just brought him in without the intro. He's just sitting there. Is that a picture or is he actually frozen? Hello?
I was just kidding. I was pretending it was all of us.
No, but seriously, what is happening right now?
I think it's a mutiny.
Is our engineer drunk?
That's okay. It's a party.
Manny the Mute Dog, what is going on here?
All right.
Oh my God. You like the webs?
I love the webs.
And the Halloween pumpkin in the corner? Manny the Mute Dog, what is happening, Manny the Mute Dog?
Your first guest is not in the studio, sir. So Tattness will be your first guest if he is available.
All right, guys, this is Manny the Mute Dog. He's ferocious. She's ferocious. I guess it's a he because
it's a girl dog. No.
Oh, girl dog. Sorry, Manny. Manny sounds like a man. Manny. All right.
You're right. Your writers named me.
Yeah. Well, that's. I blame Kevin. All right, so we need the intro though before you just throw them in here. You know, we have the intro, right? Because I want to actually, tell people what he's all about and who he is. No, that's This is not happening. It's a banner. It's a banner. We practiced this in rehearsal. We went through this.
That's okay.
I'm a mad party panda. I'm very upset with what's happening right now.
I just want to know where that party is.
Oh my God. Have we lost? There we go. Okay. My next guest has his roots in art, working as a tattoo artist, and expanding his work into the MMA, clothing design, acting, and podcast hosting. Wow, does he do all that at once? I mean, is that the next logical step? Let's look at the linear route this guy took. Art to tattoo artist, that makes sense. Expanding his work into the MMA. Okay, you're an angry artist.
I'm still with him.
Then the clothing design. I guess you got to design your wrestling outfit. Then acting, absolutely. And podcast. Let's hear it for Keith Tattness McCleary.
What's up, man? How's it going?
Why are you frozen?
I have no idea because my camera just decided out of nowhere it wants to freeze, and that's always nice. Yep, I've reset it.
This is going to be a really weird interview.
Right? Well, just so you know, if it makes you feel any better, up until now, Panda Express was my favorite panda, but I don't know anymore. It's competition now.
There you go.
Hey, couldn't this be a great wrestler, the Party Panda?
Oh, absolutely.
I think so.
Definitely.
So what's up with you, man? What's going on? I met you, a week ago?
Yeah, it seems that way. Time flies, man. It's, been hectic as hell with business, the gym, doing the shows, doing guest spots. I was, I always keep busy. So
how many hours do you spend in the gym?
About 4 usually, if I can. If I got
4 hours a day?
Oh, hell yeah. If I got time, yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God. How do you have time to poop? 4 hours a day. God, that's crazy.
He poops iron.
Yeah. Right? No diamonds. A lot of pressure.
Yeah. So, takes a lot of work.
Tell us about yourself.
Man, I got into actually clothing was kind of the first thing after tattooing. I got into I started my own clothing business, and then
bras?
What's that?
I said bras.
Yeah, no, not quite, but you never know.
What kind of clothes? Tell us about them.
Basically, t-shirts. Design my own graphic t-shirts, things of that nature. Very much graffiti style stuff, and I got into the military, but the wait list in Canada was ridiculous. And I'm like, I got to do something. And, I trained my ass off in the gym for years. And, I didn't want that to go to waste. So while I waited, I was like, MMA seems like a good career choice because the money's there. And I'm a physical person. I can't do a desk job. I don't see myself enjoying that, for life. So got into MMA, and then things just blew up.
So tell our viewers, how tall are you and how much do you weigh?
I am 6'5" and currently 265 pounds.
Damn. Damn. That's big. Doesn't it sound like something a panda would say? Damn.
It sounds like something a panda would climb.
Dude, that's crazy. And you're all muscle. This guy's all muscle. How did you get into the MMA, and how did that tell us about that? You're like famous in the MMA, right?
Yeah, I walked into a gym one day that, was designed for that. And the owner was a former pro wrestler and MMA fighter. He worked after MMA. He got into pro wrestling, worked for WWE and Vince McMahon, and became big. And he just happened to be from the city I was living in that, I grew up in. So he opened this massive Olympic quality gym. And I went in there one day and just didn't leave, So,
so you lived
I loved it. Yeah, he should have charged me rent with how much amount of time I spent there.
That's amazing, dude. That's amazing. So how many fights did you do?
32.
32. Wow. And can I ask what your record was?
32-0. Haven't lost yet.
What? That's amazing.
Yeah,
Kevin, you got to try to wrestle him.
Yeah.
I want to see you guys wrestle, man. I want to see. We got to do it on the show where you just beat the crap out of Kevin.
I think my fight is with reality.
Kevin would just lay there so you couldn't move. You couldn't move him. He's just fetal position. He's like, you ever do that?
My signature move is reasoning with him. This doesn't prove anything.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. And I just say it's Tattness and the Reasoner.
Tattness and fatness. He's pumping iron. I got a piece of cake I'm sneaking in right before the fight.
Carb up.
It's going to be harder to lift.
Kevin's secret weapon is flatulence. He's had many knockouts.
Once you're in the chamber, you don't come out.
Oh my God. So 32-0. That's incredible. That's incredible. And when did you start?
2016.
2016. Wow.
That's
okay.
So, frequently.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I actually know Victor Ortiz.
Oh no.
Yeah. He. I met him at karaoke. Believe it or not. I meet a lot of people at karaoke. I do. But Victor Ortiz, he was champion boxer.
Awesome.
But yeah. So now, did you do any boxing? I mean, what was your training? I mean, martial arts, boxing. What kind of training was it?
It's actually mostly kickboxing, but I started to play with the idea after the fact of getting into boxing. But then it was like, you can't do this forever because, you don't want to end up like having all these problems down the road because of concussions and stuff like that. And, other opportunities came up and I started my show and it just blew up because people knew me from other things. And I was like, I don't need to get concussed anymore for a living. This is nice.
Kevin does. Concuss him. Is that a verb? Concuss? Can you concuss someone?
Absolutely. We can demonstrate.
Well, I wish you were here at Kevin's house. I love Kevin. I love that. That's why I make Kevin my sidekick, so I could concuss him every episode. All right, so you did the clothing line, but film now. You got into film.
Yeah, that was weird. I never saw that. I was on Jimmy Starr's show, and he asked the same question, about my size, and I said 6'5", 265, and he's like, "Why in the blue hell are you not the next Myers or Voorhees?" And I'm like, "Because nobody asked." I would do it totally, but nobody ever asked. So.
You're the right size for the guy in my movie, actually. So you never know. When I get the money for this, I got a meeting with what's his name? The guy who did Blair Witch, Guillermo. No, that's
way.
Yeah, the guy who did Blair Witch. Oh God, why am I blanking on this right now?
I have no idea. But if
I've said it a million times.
I'm getting nervous. I got a meeting with Sarah Lee. No, don't encourage me.
Did you have a meeting with Sarah Lee every night before bed?
Sometimes Dolly Madison shows up with Betty Crocker.
A menage a trois of garbage food.
He's carving up for our fight.
Right? Oh my God.
Takes a lot of calories to reason with me.
Yeah, right. I can't imagine trying to reason my way out of a fight with you.
But look, I did the math. None of this is necessary. Look, come on, you have to listen.
Then he lets out a fart.
That's how I lull you in.
Flatten them with your flatulence. Awesome.
And then they start tapping.
Just bribe me with some of that cake, man.
There you go. Oh, there you go. There you go.
A small dessert buffet in the corner. Surely you'd prefer to do that.
So what? We don't have a lot of time because we got to keep bringing on guests. But what are you working on now?
Still doing my show, and
didn't you just do Clan Motel or something? Or no?
No, I'm waiting on my first movie actually. So.
Okay, what? Tell us about that movie.
The only thing I know is the name of it right now is Unforgivable, and it's a horror movie, and that's really all I know enough to be able to say. But I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah. It's. Oh, by the way, is that your girlfriend that you do your show with?
Oh, that's my producer. Well, one of my producers. I got a bunch of producers now, so.
Oh, that's cool. But she was good. She was funny.
Oh yeah, she's like my best friend ever. So she
I may replace Kevin with her.
Oh yeah, no worries.
That's all right.
I might replace her with some of that cake he's talking about.
See? It all works out in the end.
Oh my God, it always does. Hey, there she is, Kyla. She's awesome. I thought she was funny and she was cool on your show.
You got to be to put up with me. I mean, it's a full-time job.
All of us, bro. All of us. All entertainers, all wrestlers, and all flatulators. Like
He's 6'5", 260. It's half a day to walk around him.
All right. So where can people find you?
I'm everywhere, man. Spotify, YouTube, Podcast One, now pretty much every major platform, iHeartRadio, now IMDb apparently too, so that's cool. Everywhere, man. It's nuts. There's so many to list, and trying to upload my show takes like a day just to get every platform.
Right.
I hate it.
Yeah, you got a lot of followers, right?
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
How many followers do you have?
I've got like millions of listeners all over the world, so that's cool. And
that's awesome.
It's really cool.
Well, thanks for inviting him here. We have 12 right now.
We've skyrocketed.
I got millions. I didn't tell him about your show, but
you just put these with the rest.
All right, we got one question before you go, and you're staying, right? Because we're gonna have you back. All right. So we got a Halloween question for every guest. And we don't have Danny Lobell yet, so I'm going to have to try to get him. Okay, so you got a choice here. The Halloween guest questions. You can say, what was your favorite Halloween costume? Is Halloween better for you as a child or an adult? What is your best Halloween ever? How old is it appropriate to switch from Batgirl to Catwoman costumes? What's your favorite Halloween candy? Or do you have a candy strategy during Halloween?
Oh, I'm going to take a lot of flack for this one. I always do. My producer, Blue, Kyla, loves to bust my chops for this. But favorite Halloween candy seems to be like the one everyone wants to hate on. I love those little like molasses candies and the orange wrapper with the like little black pumpkins and cats and whatnot on them. I love those things, man.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's like, those are so gross.
They don't even have a name.
Right.
They have a description.
They're underrated.
That's so funny, man. No, they don't. Don't they have a name? Aren't they called peanut? Some kind of peanut?
I had never heard of a name. They were just like molasses in a wrapper. It's pretty good.
They're called Grandma Don't Want These. Take them.
Along with a fruitcake.
Yeah. Right.
All right. Well, Tattness, dude, stay on because we're going to have you back for a couple things we're going to be doing later on. And I think we're ready. Thank you so much, brothers. Hang out, okay? You promise?
Absolutely. I'll fix my camera too.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Awesome.
That was
all right.
great.
So,
great guess.
So Kevin, you're going to get your ass kicked at some point. Thanks
That's all
to
right. No. I'm gonna eat so much he's gonna hurt his back trying to lift me.
Oh, dude, I would love to
too.
see you guys in a wrestling match. I really would. I really would. That would be so amazing.
I'd be showing him a calculator, like, no, just look. Look, with compound interest, this is entirely unreasonable.
There's a chance he may be laughing at you so hard that you're not gonna get your ass kicked. There's a chance.
Let me tell you something. I'm at a point in my life where if I hit a heavy bag, which does not hit you back, it still wins. I hit it, my hand hurts, I roll my wrist.
Oh, dude, I'll tell you. All right, so let's bring in our next guest, folks. We're going to keep it rolling here. We got a big show for you tonight. Hope you're having fun. My next guest acted in over 60 feature films, ladies and gentlemen, alongside legendary actors Eddie Griffin. Wait a minute. Eddie Griffin's a legendary actor?
He is now.
Is he? Okay, he's a legendary actor.
That's
Tommy Wiseau. Oh, man, I hope I don't mess up these names. Aki Along. Danny Trejo. Eric Roberts, great guy. Met him, hung out with him, took pictures. He's a great dude. Wouldn't introduce me to his sister, asshole. I'm kidding. Nicholas Turturro, Lorenzo Lamas, and many more. Please welcome Dawna Lee Heising.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, how you doing?
Is my audio okay?
Yeah, you sound good.
Okay.
Sounds great.
I'm so excited to be here, and I'm glad I watched the rest of the show, so I know what's going on now.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. You can kick Kevin's ass. That's the main thing I get the guests to do.
If I survive the first fight, you and me wrestle. That's it. That's how it goes.
Well,
Kevin will reason with you.
I can't wrestle, so
That's okay. It's mostly reasoning, and then there's cake. So
yeah, I loved your Sarah Lee joke. I have to say, you're a good sport.
Oh, Kevin's awesome. Look, Kevin's one of my oldest friends. We met doing comedy and stuff, and I was thinking to myself, who can I have for a sidekick? And I at first I thought I was going to have a new person every week and fire them, but then I thought I could just fire Kevin every week.
Every week.
So how did you? Man, you've got so many credits. I don't even know where to start.
Thank you.
What was your first gig?
Oh, guys, it was so long ago. It's hard to remember, but I was a cage dancer in Blade Runner.
Wow.
And then
and which Blade Runner?
The first one.
Really?
Yeah, the best.
That's cool. You look amazing, by the way. Wow.
It was an amazing way to start. Actually, I'm on screen for about 2 seconds, but I worked on that show for at least 3 weeks, and we shot at night, and they built like a little Chinatown. And
really?
I remember it was like there were tons of people and tons of fog, and I was on the set the day that Daryl Hannah or her stunt double did those backflips. I mean, it was an amazing experience.
How did you get to actually hang out with any of the stars at all, or?
No, in those days, no. I would.
Yeah.
It was like I would go high. But actually, I was on the street corner watching her do those backflips, and that was just amazing.
Oh no, that was incredible. That movie was amazing. That was amazing. So you did that, and then what else? How did you get further in your career?
I did tons of stuff in those days. I did small parts in big shows because in those days they just had the networks and huge movies. So I was Miss Hawaii on Fantasy Island.
Oh wow! Oh my God! I love that show.
It sounds like you and I went up for all the same roles.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Kevin? You wrote for that too. The plane. That was Kevin. He tried, but he didn't make it. The plane.
Well, it was just so fun. I mean, in those days, it was, and to be on a set where there's catering, and where you're on for a long time, even though you're not on screen a long time. Those are amazing days. And then I played Cleo the Snake Dancer on Magnum PI.
Oh my God, another great show.
That's an amazing credit. Absolutely.
I was so happy when I got that job. It's against the law to shoot with snakes in Hawaii.
Oh,
so
really?
They had to hire someone here. So I'm a dancer too. So I was really excited when I got the job. And I spent a whole day dancing with this snake with a trainer right off camera.
What kind of snake was it?
And then when I watched the show, and this was the last Magnum, I think it was a two-parter, I found out that I ended up a huge billboard behind Magnum sitting on a curb.
Really?
So that was my part. I mean, I thought it was going to be my big break. But it was exciting anyway because I love Magnum PI. I love Tom Selleck.
Well, did you at least stay in touch with a snake?
Well,
Sounds like you had a wonderful time together.
Now.
I think a lot of visits to a divorce lawyer include the sentence, "I spent the night dancing with a snake."
Both lawyers.
Well, it could be the initial meeting or the reason for the divorce. Either way.
Wait, were they dancing with a lawyer? Is that what you're talking about? So wow. So what was it, like a big boa constrictor, or what kind of snake was it?
I don't even know. I have pictures of it, but it was huge and it was black and tan.
Okay. I'm gonna guess it was a boa because the big ones are usually, right, Kevin? What do you think?
It was huge.
I think it's a well-known fact that you cannot reason with a snake. Yeah, so that presents a problem.
This was very well behaved. I mean, but the freedom was right there.
He's better trained than me.
What was your biggest role that you really was your most amazing role that you've ever had that you enjoyed the most?
I can't just I just can't name one.
You're supposed to say this show.
Woman. They're recent parts because my parts now are bigger.
Okay.
But I did my first action lead with Dustin Ferguson, and this is the cap suit that I wore. So this is my costume.
Oh, nice.
Except that in Robo Woman, I get beat up and left for dead. So then I had this, and the FX was done by the great Joe Castro. So anyway, I was wearing this eyepiece, and I had a fake arm. But Dustin has those, so I couldn't wear those tonight.
So you had a fake arm. Why? Because they ripped it off or something, or?
Yeah, they had to replace my arm, but you should see the arm. It's amazing. And I just found out today that I'm going to be working with Dustin again in his film, The Rattlers, too. So I'm really excited about that.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
And then I have a film out now, or it's going to be out after the election. It's called Bad President. And
yes. Yes.
It is hilarious.
I wish we could play the trailer for that, but YouTube would probably take the show off. I hopefully we can put this picture here.
Yeah, it's there. Well, you know what? I just read a review because
I saw the trailer actually.
It hasn't come out. So, well, it's on iTunes, but I want to buy the DVD. Give it to all my relatives because my politics have nothing to do with this film. It's just a hilarious film.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Jeff Rector was in that, right? Jeff Rector?
Jeff Rector played Trump. Yeah, he was.
I know Jeff.
Fantastic.
Jeff's a great guy.
Yeah, he's a friend of mine too. But Eddie, I played one of Eddie Griffin's minions.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Robert
the devil, right?
What?
Does Eddie play the devil, or I mean?
He plays the devil. And Robert Amico plays Shame. Justin Shankaro plays Anger. And Justin won a Golden Globe and an Oscar for Picket Fences.
Ooh.
And I played Misery. And so we were in a bunch of scenes with Eddie. And it was so amazing because he would be cracking up the whole set. And then as soon as we started rolling, he'd go straight into character.
Oh, that's
he's
cool.
amazing. He's like one of the best actors. I know he's a comedian, but he's
he's a great comedian. He's actually a very good actor too.
He actually took the whole cast to a show in Las Vegas.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, he's amazing. I love him.
That's really cool.
So I have that film out now, and it's directed by Param Gill, and I'm really excited about that one. It premiered at the Cannes Film Festival.
Oh, wow. Very nice.
That's one of my favorite films. I have a faith-based film coming out called Canaan Land with Richard Rossi, and it stars Richard and Rebecca Holden, and she was in Knight Rider.
Oh, wow.
So that one, it's up for Oscar consideration right now.
Now,
So I can't wait to see that one, and it's a comedy too.
Wow, that's amazing. I held an Oscar once. I did too. I held 2 of them.
Okay.
I was in John Lennon's old house, and they were there, and so I held them.
You were
I
in
caressed
John
them,
Lennon's
and
house?
I had a really good time with them, actually. There they are, right there in the corner.
Oh, that's amazing.
Aren't they cool? Yeah, right. It was amazing just to hold them. They're heavy. Have you ever held one?
Well, actually, I held one on New Year's. I went to a New Year's party. I was invited by Thomas Lye, and there was an Oscar there. It was in Hollywood somewhere.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, but they're heavy. They're really heavy. Yeah, it's crazy. You know, whenever you got to hold it, and you got to give your speech. You got to work. That's what I did. I envisioned, and I spoke I was drunk, so it was drunk speech, which it was just like a lot of Hollywood actors. But yeah, I gave my drunken speech to myself in the mirror with an Oscar. And I was very gracious, I got to say.
You should have taped it.
You thanked everyone you needed to?
I did. I thanked everyone, which was mostly me. But I thanked everybody. So that's awesome. Go ahead.
I would like to talk about, well, I told you I'm going to be in Rattlers. Mm-hmm. There's a film that I'm very proud of called Finding Purpose, Road to Redemption. And Akia Leong plays my father in it. And I'm a lead in that. So that's on Amazon now. But I have a film coming up called Distortion that I'm really excited about.
Oh, yeah.
It's written by Rod Smith, and he wrote the scripts for Mayday and for Lockdown, which were released by Lionsgate. And
wow.
I'm so excited because it's going to have a cast of 5 women, and Sadie Katz is in it. Helene Udy, who was on Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman for 5 years. Lainey Rose and Tatiana Laria. And I'm really excited about that because the script is fantastic. And I play a doctor.
Oh, wow.
Doctor who's a Gnostic witch. So, I mean, it's going to be a great part.
And, you play a Dr. Witch?
Well, a Dr. Witch, yeah.
Wow. You mean a witch doctor?
Yeah, you know what? I didn't think about that, but yes.
I mean, kind of, right?
Yes, thank you.
I mean, you're a doctor and you're a witch, you know.
Uh-huh.
You know, you just flip the words around, and I mean, you're a witch doctor, so you could be on the Nile River.
Okay, I'm going to use that.
Awesome. Okay, I want to thank you. Where can people find you?
On Facebook, my website is DawnaLeeHeising.me.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and I have a lot of friends in common with you, so you know, I hope to be in a film with both of you one of these days.
Absolutely.
Great.
Except not Kevin. No.
That's fine.
Kevin, it's a good thing.
Kevin can't even fix a green screen.
Yeah.
Okay, so hang out. Okay, hang out because we got our next guest. I think we have Danny Lobell in there now. Hopefully he's ready. But hang out because I'm going to bring you, Danny Lobell, and Tattness on for a little thing we're going to be doing. So it'll be,
oh, really?
and then we're going to hang out at the end too. So hang out in the green room. Thank you so much for coming.
Okay, thank you.
Let's hear it for you.
Great.
Great. Thank
Fantastic.
you so much.
That
was awesome.
I'll tell you what, she's done a lot of impressive things.
I know.
That is awesome. Always good to see somebody out there making it happen.
Yeah. More than both of us for sure.
Well, that's easy enough with me.
Yeah, that is.
I basically come here, and tomorrow I show up at unemployment. They look at me like, come on, guy. And then next week I'm back.
Dude, you got a gig at unemployment. That's awesome.
I'm actually there as often as the people that work there.
And you make less money. That's horrible.
Everybody does, but that's okay.
All right, so let's bring our next guest on if he's ready to go. This guy, God, I can't tell you how much I love this man. He's a good friend of mine. He's a Los Angeles-based comedian, but we met in New York. He used to pass out flyers to get on my shows. He's a comic book creator, a podcast host. He's the host of Modern Day Philosophers podcast, which you got to check out, guys. It's insane, the celebrities he's had on this show, featuring comedians like Bill Burr, Brian Regan, and more. I don't want to just say more. I got to say George Carlin. I got to say Rob Reiner. I got to say Mel Brooks. I mean, please, guys, please welcome one of my best friends, Danny Lobell. Let's hear it.
Hey, how's it going? I'm on the show. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Danny.
Where were you? What happened?
I let you know that I couldn't do it till 6:30.
Oh, you did? Because, okay.
Yeah.
Kevin, it's your fault. I blame everything on Kevin.
That's okay.
Okay.
You know Kevin, right?
I do.
Of course. I know Kevin. He's great.
I do.
I love Kevin.
I was surprised I wasn't on the list of comedians Danny's worked with.
Oh, not yet, but after tonight we could say yes. Yeah.
No, we did. You and I did a show in Old Bridge, New Jersey.
I was just gonna say New Jersey. Yeah, that's
right. With Chris.
With Chris Italia. That's right. It was the Jokers Club. Remember that?
It was a wild, wacky time.
Like the Wild Jokers Club or something. It's a nutty show. It was crazy.
It sounds horrible.
In an Italian restaurant, somebody was dying. Do you remember that?
I knew it. I knew it was a bad one. I could tell by the way you guys were talking.
Somebody in the audience was dying of cancer or something. It was nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, well, it's a good show. You did your job. Nobody remembers that. So as soon as you remember any details, it's a train wreck, and we all love that. Comedians love any other comedian's train wreck. You have to.
That's right. Yeah,
it's a requirement.
Well, so Danny and I.
In the last segment, Danny, you said that you held an Oscar and you thanked all the people that need to be thanked.
Oh yeah.
Was I on the list?
Oh, of course. I mean, I was drunk. I don't remember, but yes, I'm sure. I'm sure you were there. Danny, and I have done a lot of shows together, haven't we, Danny?
Oh yeah, too many to count.
How did we meet? Do you remember?
We meet through an app for gentlemen who were trying to meet each other in the tri-state area.
Grindr. Yes. No. No, we met. God. I think we met at the Underground, right? When I was running those shows.
Maybe. Yeah, I think I remember. My earliest things is I remember having you write for the Comical magazine, or maybe you came on my radio show first.
No, that was after. You were on the shows at the Underground, and then we were already good friends when you asked me to write on your magazine. We had already been good friends at that point.
I don't know. Most of my life is a blur, Dan. I don't really. I know that at some point I made friends, and you're one of them. And then I love you. That's all I know.
Speaking of blurs, how is it having a new baby?
Fantastic.
How old is she now?
She's just over a year now. The thing is, nobody told me, and Danny, you should have told me, is what a joy it is to have a child.
I told you that.
No, you said it was a misery. You
what?
Said,
oh my God!
See how I threw under the bus, Kevin?
It's life affirming.
No, it was a misery having you hold my kid because you scared the hell out of him.
Thank you. Yes, it is. Thank you, Kyla. It's amazing. Being a dad is the greatest thing ever.
It is.
I think it's. I'm actually furious at Hollywood and the media for how they portray it, because they portray it as such a drag that I put it off for so many years, and I'm furious at them. I kind of blame them because I didn't know. If I'd known it was so much fun, I would have been doing this for a lot longer. They do not do it justice in the way they portray it.
No, you're absolutely right. They really don't. It's the best thing that ever happened to me too. It's amazing. I love it. I love it. And your wife just wrote a book.
Yeah, I'm so proud of her. She wrote a book called Jewish Just Like You, because she converted to Judaism against my will initially. And
you must be good in bed. If you got her to convert.
Hey, look, I'm not going to say it, but if other people are saying it,
people are saying it everywhere. That's all I heard all day.
People are saying it.
They are.
Everybody's saying it.
Hopefully not too many people are saying it. My wife would be pretty upset if a lot of people were saying it, I think.
Just don't let her go on the internet. It'll be fun.
What is
Don't let her.
Handmaid's Tale?
Danny, please, can you please tell the story how you met Woody Allen?
Well, I mean, sure. It's. I don't know that it's a fantastic story, but if you think it is, I'll share.
I love it because so let me explain. Danny is the type of guy who will just burst into a room and, hey, how you doing? What's going on? Hey, what's going on? Hey, you like me? I know you.
When you're as big as me, you can only burst into things. You can't.
5 minutes later, he's best friends with celebrities. It's crazy. It's crazy. What celebrities did you just approach and became friends with? You got a long list of them.
I don't know that I've ever become best friends with Woody Allen, but he was certainly nice to me. I was very close with George Carlin, and I am still close with Jackie Mason.
Jackie
you can be right now because
Jackie's a great guy.
Yeah, he's getting up there in years, but yeah.
How did you meet George Carlin?
I met him through Jackie Mason. That's a better story. I'll tell you that one.
Yeah, tell me that one.
I was working with Jackie. I was selling his merchandise on Broadway for his show. Jackie is amazing. And he said it was me and this old guy named Morty. And Morty was like a childhood friend of Jackie's. So he was an older guy, and he was a scrawny, hopefully still is a scrawny guy, wears a Mets hat, and he's kind of has like a meek, disposition. And he, he's a little, what we call in Jewish is a little nebbishy. A little, do you know what that means, nebbishy?
I don't know, but it sounds like Kevin.
I do.
Like Woody
80
Allen
pounds ago.
Woody Allen, that character would be considered nebbishy. Like, I didn't mean to, but, that's like, it's not super strong.
I didn't mean to.
Meek, apologetic, and dirty.
Correct. That would be nebbishy. So this guy Morty was nebbishy. And as Danny says, I'm a bit boisterous, and I can be a little I don't know if you'd say ostentatious, but I'm a bigger personality.
Everybody loves you immediately.
And he's Danny all the time.
That's sweet, you guys.
Oh yeah.
So when I was selling, I wish I had video of these sales, pre-sales. It wasn't pre-sales, but we'd have these weekly meetups in the back of the Helen Hayes Theater, where Jackie Mason. It's already funny, right? Jackie Mason had me and this old guy Morty, and the best analogy from pop culture that I can give you is when George Costanza was in that computer selling contest on Seinfeld, when he had to sell more computers than that guy, I forget the name of him, who his father liked, and they were sort of pinned against each other. So that's how it was with me and Morty.
Right.
And he would take us in the back of the Helen Hayes Theater, and he'd say, all right, and he would just rail on Morty, which was so uncomfortable for me, because he would say, he'd go, Morty, what the hell's the matter with you? That kid, he's a million times younger than you, and he's outselling you by buy it. Look at these numbers. He got 60 audio cassette tapes sold last week. You sold 2. What kind of a measly number is that? I should I should fire you. I should take you out of the business. I should give all your shifts to him. And then and I would just have to sit there, and this poor guy would just get reamed out by Jackie, who's been friends with him for years. If it wasn't for the fact that you and I go back for so many years, I would kick you to the street, and I would give all the shifts that I've given you to this kid. He deserves the money more than you do. You're robbing me every time I put you out there. You're robbing me. He's selling the tapes, and Morty saw, and you're not selling the tapes. So he had all these audio cassette tapes that he had in a storage somewhere from all his past shows, and nobody wanted them. I mean, CDs were barely hanging in there at the time.
Right.
And he said, and he always say, I don't selling the CDs. It's not such a thing. It's not such an accomplishment. But if you could sell the audio cassette tapes, then you're doing well. So I would really push these audio cassette tapes, and I would tell people, I'd say, they're collector's items. They're never going to make more of them. This is like, they're in mint condition. If you don't even have to open the cassette. Just hold on to it for a few years and throw it up on eBay. And I don't know, I would convince people. I'd say, the audio just sounds better on a cassette, whatever it was. I would.
Are we getting to Carlin? Are we getting to Carlin?
Just for that, I'm adding 10 minutes to the story.
You're describing how it sounds, how the tape sounds. Come on, let's go there.
Well, the point is that Jackie was so enamored with my tape selling ability that one day it was Morty's shift, and which means I wasn't working at the Helen Hayes that day. And I happened to be walking through Times Square, and I get a call, and he goes, hello, let me ask you a question. You like Georgie Carlin? And I go, and I never heard him referred to as Georgie Carlin. I said, you mean George Carlin? I said, I love George Carlin. He goes, no, nobody asked you if you love George Carlin. I said, do you like George Carlin? Now that you're gonna like a teenage fangirl on me, nobody needs to know this. Maybe I shouldn't even do it. I said, well, what? I said, what is it? What are you offering here? He goes, well, I thought, even though it's Morty's night, it might be kind of a thrill for you to come down to the Helen Hayes because Georgie Carlin's coming out to see me tonight. He's going to be sitting in the audience. And afterwards, I thought maybe I'd introduce you to him. So, of course, I was there. I canceled my, my headlining shows at Caroline's that night. And
right.
No, I canceled my spot at the Underground Lounge, probably. Sorry, Dan.
You bastard.
Yeah. And,
that was my room.
And I headed straight to the Helen Hayes. And after the show, a very cool thing happened. And Jackie, sure enough, introduced me backstage to George. And he didn't introduce me as like, here's a fan of yours. He said, this guy's a brilliant young comedian. And he happens to be the future of comedy and all this kind of stuff. He just talked me up so big. He said, and I thought, he said to George, I thought you might like to meet him. Like, he flipped it instead of like sort of saying.
That's awesome.
So George didn't treat me like, a fan. He treated me like, I was a prodigy comedian kid or something. I don't know. He was so gracious towards me and so nice. And he let his guard down. And then the three of us hung out like we're just any three comedians in the green room. And we were all just laughing, and I wasn't even like, I didn't even have to sort of be me around famous people. I could just be me around like you guys,
Yeah.
Just be me, be comfortable around people who I like and respect, who are my friends, And because I had the allowance to do that, I was a lot funnier because I wasn't watching it, I was just I was just loose, and I wound up making a great impression that I never would have been able to make had Jackie not set the stage that way. And
so when did you sleep with him?
That night,
that was behind the Lunch Fontaine Theater. You don't do that kind of thing behind the Helen Hayes. What's wrong?
La Fontaine isn't that in Santa Barbara? Anyway, so
George became your friend.
Hanging out, I said to George, I had the comedy magazine. I said, I'd love to interview you for the magazine.
Yep.
And he said, take my address and send me a handwritten. I don't think he said hand. He said, send me a letter, or write me a letter and explain to me what it is, and we'll see what we can do. And so I did that. And then I included my phone number at the bottom of the letter. And one day I woke up to a voicemail from George. It said, Danny Lobell, this is George Carlin. I liked your letter. Good stuff. I think I'd like to do the show sometime. Yeah, not the show, the magazine. Sounds pretty good. Here's what to do. First of all, give my phone number out to nobody. You want to know it? No.
Well, it doesn't matter now.
No, it does.
He said, "Hey, listen, don't give my number out to nobody, but I want you to call me on, gave me some date 3 weeks down the line at noon. Like it was like a mission. It's like, call me November 12th at noon." I was like, all right, put in November 12th at noon. I got to call George Carlin. Pretty cool. So exactly at noon, 3 weeks later, I call him up. He goes, "Hello. Yeah, this is George. Listen, I'm busy right now. Do me a favor. Call me in 2 weeks." And he gave me another date. He says at around 3 o'clock, I should have time to talk then. So in 2 weeks, I called him at 3 o'clock. He goes, all right. Look, I want to do this magazine thing. I'm pretty swamped right now. I'm working on a new HBO. He goes, give me like a month and a half and let's touch base again. So like this just kept going. It went on like this for months, and I like followed to a T. I would call him exactly that day, and then finally he said, "Okay, let's do the interview." So I do the interview, and then at the end of the interview, he says, "Listen," he goes, "Now I know it can be nerve-wracking to talk to me. I know I'm pretty famous and all this stuff." And he goes, "If there's anything that you maybe forgot to ask or follow up or something I didn't explain clearly, don't be shy. Pick up the phone and call me to clarify it."
Wow.
And I hung up and I thought to myself, man, everything was pretty clear, but there's no way I'm not taking advantage of one more time.
Right.
So like I waited a week and I'm like, I figured I'd never talk to George again after that.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So I was like, I better call him with something. He gave me an opening. So I called him up. I say, in like 1972 or whatever it was, you were on the Mike Douglas show when it was hosted by John and Yoko. Can you tell me anything about that? I thought there'd be a cool story about George and John Lennon there, right? And he goes, I was coked out of my fucking mind on that show. He goes, I don't remember anything about that. He goes, I don't remember anything about that. I barely remember I was there. How do you know I was there? I'm like, I saw a tape of it once. He goes, no, I don't know. He goes, what else you got? I go, no, that was it. He goes, all right, good luck. So anyway, I was like, that's it. I blew it. I had the worst follow-up question of all time. I put out the article. I put out the issue of the magazine, and I figured I'll send him a copy and say thank you with another handwritten letter. I had his address, and I sent him the copy, and then I didn't hear anything for a few months, and I figured that's it. That was my experience with George Carlin. And then I get a call, and he says, hey, I've been meaning to call you. I'm sorry. He goes, I love the magazine. I love how it looks. He goes, you don't have to only talk to me for the magazine. He goes, we could be friends now. He says, you got any questions about stand-up, or if you want to run bits by me or anything, you got my number.
Oh my God, dude.
So I was like, wow, that's awesome. So I started doing that. And then sometimes he even called me. It wasn't common, but it happened, where he would just call me and out of the blue, I guess he was lonely or something. He called me from Vegas, and he was depressed one time, and we'd just talk. And then I said, why don't you come down and I've got this, it was the first comedy podcast. It was Comical Radio. And I said, why don't you come down? I was doing it out of my college radio station and do the show. And he showed up at my college.
That's amazing.
And
is that recording still available anywhere? Can people still hear that? Because I listened to it once a long time ago, but I would love to hear it again, because there were some brilliant things in that interview.
Yeah, if you Google it, you'll find it. It's up there somewhere.
What you got to Google Danny Lobell interview with George Carlin, or?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, cool.
Anyway,
Awesome.
so that was it. And we became friends, and we had some really, really nice heart-to-hearts, and I was friends with him right up till he died, and then he ended the friendship by dying, and there's only one way out, and then what's weird is
then you met his ghost.
This
is Halloween.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. I mean, here's the spooky part of the story for you. Is I actually had a dream about him, and I was like, I woke up and I'm like, I don't feel like he's dead, like you ever have like a friend who dies and you just can't come to terms that he's dead.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, what would happen if I called his number now that he's dead? Like, what would happen? Maybe I just hear his voice on a voicemail or something. That would be nice,
Yeah.
So I called it, and I hear hello. And I get like shocked, like a chill goes down my spine, and I go, George? He goes, if you're looking for George, you need a shovel. I go, what? Who's this? He goes, it's Patrick. It's his brother.
Oh my
God! Just like him on the phone. Scared the shit out of me.
God, that's great.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is.
Wow.
He says he goes, you got a fucking shovel. Maybe we could find George. So I was laughing. I said, oh, man, you sound just like your brother. He goes, who are you? How do you have his number? I said, well, we were friends, and I don't know. I'm having a hard time coming to terms with that he's gone, and I just thought I'd call the number. I don't know why. He says, well, nice to meet you. Then me and Pat Carlin became friends. And and then the other funny thing that happened is I'm doing.
Oh.
Yeah, that's frozen.
He cut out.
I'll finish the story. That's how I met Danny. I got that number. After Patrick Holland was done with it, I randomly got it from Sprint, and here we go.
He's just like frozen. It's like, how great is Danny Lobell? Is he not Danny awesome?
Has always been a tour de force of a human being.
And no, he's a great guy. What was that, Steve?
George is blocking his broadcast.
Oh, George cut him off. George is like, I don't want you to tell any more of the story, Danny.
It's letting the cat out of the bag.
I don't want you to tell any more of the story. All right, so Danny Lobell, you can find him on, he goes by Daniel Lobell now. Daniel Lobell. You can find him on Facebook. He used to go by Danny Lobell. I don't know why he switched it.
He's a father now.
Okay. I'm a dad.
And you had the opportunity and you didn't seize it.
Why is it an opportunity? I like the name Danny.
I was Kevin Fitzgerald, but then with the second kid, I had to go with Kevin.
Kevin, you're fired again.
All right.
All right. So what we're going to do now, Manny the Mute Dog, we are going to bring on the first guest that we had, and we're gonna do this song titled thing. We're gonna do a little comedy. How's that sound?
I wanted to let you know what happened.
What happened?
We got the demon from The Exorcist trying to get in the show, and
really,
yeah, little spooky stuff for you, but everything's gonna go just fine. Eileen Dietz will be with us shortly. Kim Luiso is the next to come up, and then we can bring back on Tattness.
Okay, so wait. Oh, so you want? Okay, so we're gonna bring someone else on first. Is that what's happening?
Because we all know each other in the spirit world.
Okay. All right. I wanted to do it. Okay. I wanted to do. Apparently, it's not my show. Apparently, it's Manny's show now. My next guest attended the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale right out of high school. She never stopped making, doing, and learning all kinds of arts and crafts. Now she's producing movies. Please bring on Kim Luiso. Hey, Kim. How are you? I can't hear you. You're muted, Kim.
Yeah, there's a problem.
You are muted. Manny the Mute Dog, I blame you. There we go. How you doing?
Hi, thank you for having me on.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for killing Danny Lobell.
It was a great lead-in.
There you go. So what do you got for us tonight?
Well, see, I love doing crafts that are created for certain people and stuff, and I was trying to think of something, and I got a craft for everything, so I had to do beer goggles for you. since the comedians are always drinking a little bit on the side there, and not that we ever had any when we go see you. So we get some beer goggles to make.
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
Beer goggles?
I have beer goggles constantly.
Well, this is when you have a teenager that turns 21.
Sorry, I'm allergic to teenagers.
See, the angels are coming out for you. The spirit world coming at you.
So you're gonna make beer goggles, huh?
We're gonna make beer goggles. It's so simple. You take a couple of cans of beer.
All right.
What we had in the house. Sorry.
All right. Let's see. Everybody take notes if you want to make these beer goggles.
Now, do I have to do something different if mine are prescription?
Well, you just can't use a little shot glass instead.
All right.
So just take a couple of pieces of paper. I used the little bit of decorative. This one I turned into strips.
Okay. All right.
Right around, quick and easy.
Nice.
It also makes great gift when you got to give those gift cards to, when you go to those 50th and 40th birthday parties and you never know what you're doing.
Where are you from, by the way?
Boston.
I could tell.
Yeah.
Kick it off the show. No.
Quick piece of tape.
Okay.
Then take another piece, different color, wrap it around. See, I make these things so hard, right? Like, I don't know if you guys could even do it. This is so difficult, right?
This seems very complicated.
Very complicated. Throw another piece of tape, and you already got one of the goggles going, right? Just
okay.
Black on it because you already did that, didn't you?
You got a beer telescope so far.
Oh, yeah. Then I took a couple of candy bars, right? You were asking about candy. I got to go for the dark chocolate Milky Way. Those are my favorite.
There you go.
Take those together, measure up a piece, wrap them together. This is a difficult craft because you got to get in and get out, getting mad when you're yelling at these kids. Why didn't you tell me we had a birthday party to go to?
This is a wonderful gift to give to children.
Well, actually, you can use soda cans too. Don't have
no. They're called beer goggles, not soda goggles.
Oh, all right. Well, just in case. Sometimes I do the younger kids too. So
maybe root beer.
There you go. Root beer goggles.
And then you're gonna tape that to the inside.
All right.
Then you do the second one. Whip it up.
All right.
Now, how many times have you woken up because you had beer goggles on and got a little scared there?
Oh, I don't want to talk about that.
See, those good questions. That's what happens when you have too much on the beer goggles going on.
Yeah, it's one of those
jokes.
That's when you chew off your arm rather than wake the person up.
That's when being a blackout drunk is better than being a drunk because you don't have to remember anything.
Right.
Right? Quick and easy.
Yep.
Do the second one.
So you just got to have a second set of beer goggles for the morning.
That's right.
Before you roll over, put them on.
Yeah, beer bifocals.
Then you take some ribbon and wrap it around because the goggles always have a wrap around it. So you can have your little handle and strap it. And then you just do it all together and that's it. Quick and easy.
And then suddenly everybody looks hot.
Everybody looks hot. You can put a little gift card from the liquor store right on there.
There you go. I love it. I love it.
Right?
I love it.
Beer goggles it is.
Beer goggles it is.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Crafting up quick and easy. I could have had you doing it with me, but I didn't want to torture you.
Yeah, no, that would be very difficult at this point.
I'd have to reason with them.
So now you're making movies.
I am, because I love crafting everything.
Okay.
And movies are a craft in itself. And that's where you get to have all kinds of fun and learn and do all areas. Love all areas of crafting. Did a little bit of Clown Motel.
Okay.
In there.
Everybody's been hearing about Clown Motel, but nobody's actually heard much about it. I mean, they've been hearing the name, but they haven't heard much about it. So what did you do on Clown Motel?
I did a little of everything. I got to face paint, which you did an awesome job. You had that girl do a wonderful job on your face paint.
Oh, I did it tonight. I did it myself.
I'm very proud. I'd give you an A+.
Thank you. I did the ears too. See, I did the ears.
Total waste.
Total waste because I got the headphones. Yeah, I know. Now I gotta clean my ears all night. It takes like hours to get this stuff out.
And then you got to clean the headphones.
I really shouldn't have done the eardrums. That was a big mistake. Ow, my eardrums. So you do like, what do you do? Makeup? You do
I
makeup?
got to do makeup. I got to help do everything. Light. You have Eileen Dietz coming on. I got to shine a light on her face from inside the caves, which was a wonderful treat because she is just awesome.
So you were actually in real caves.
Real caves, yes.
Yeah. It wasn't paper mache.
No, it was a hot and humid out there. Well, not as humid as Boston, but yes.
Where was it?
Nevada, right? Yeah.
It sounded like you didn't even stay there for a second.
Had a thing.
Maybe you had your beer goggles on too long.
Well, you have a few of these. You had to cool down a little bit, A few beers will do the trick. Nice.
All right, awesome. So are we going to bring on someone else with you now? Is that what we're doing?
I'm not even sure. It's your show. I'm learning from you.
No, it's not. Apparently it's Manny the dog show. Manny the
dog show.
Mute dog.
Don't forget,
we're bringing on another person now that works with you. My next guest won a car. We don't know what car. And directed a music video. We don't know what music video. He sold the car and went to film school in Florida. We don't know what film school. Before moving to LA to pursue his dream of making movies. Guys, please meet Dave Bailey, a.k.a. Golden Ager in Clown Motel. Woo! Hey, buddy.
Hey, guys.
What's up, man?
Not much. It's been a good show. Are you
on some beer goggles?
No. Never do that in a podcast.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's Halloween.
Yeah.
Do you miss the car?
What car was it? I'm dying to know. I've been hearing about this car.
It was first off, if Angela is listening, Eileen's trying to get in, so if you can help her, she needs help getting in. It was a Chrysler Sebring convertible.
That's what she said.
Okay. Nice. Very good.
Chrysler Sebring. What is it?
It was a Chrysler Sebring convertible.
Okay. All right.
And Eileen.
So that was
not Eileen.
Was that
Angela? Angela's in here. Eileen is having trouble getting in. Angela.
Yeah. I already know.
Okay.
Sir.
So
I'm Manny the mute dog, and
she's Manny the mute dog, not Angela.
Manny.
And I had to turn off Facebook because I told the demon that she needs to figure this out. Sure, Golden Ager, you're supposed to be helping your clown queen.
I was trying
Manny the mute dog's being very argumentative right now.
Yeah, no, I was trying to help her. I couldn't figure it out.
Sorry about that.
With the car, I had to make a video to be in a competition. So I had to stay in the Tri-County Mall in Cincinnati, Ohio for 12 and a half days and outlast 3 other people.
Oh my God. So you had your hand on the car?
No, we actually sat in the car. We sat in the car for 12 and a half days. They gave us bathroom breaks every 3 hours, 15 minutes.
And everybody at some point, everybody's just like, this Sebring is not worth it.
Yeah, no, they were like, this dude does not want to go back to work. So he's like using this as a damn vacation. Like he's gonna stay here for like 3 months if we
Wow. Tell the truth. Did you do shit to make him uncomfortable?
Because it was actually in the rules that you were not allowed to fart. I'm dead serious. It was in the rules. You were not allowed to fart.
In the rules.
It was in the rules.
Kevin, you never would have won.
That's why I still drive the same old car.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so you won a car. Continue with it. You won the car, then what?
Well, so there were 2 cars, and I won mine before anybody had left the other car. So the guy that won the other car sold his, and that was probably the smartest thing he ever could have done, because I drove mine around Cincinnati for like 6 months and then sold it and like lost a lot of money because of it. But I had enough money that I went to Full Sail in Florida for a year after that. And once I was done with that, I came out to LA. So we drove out to LA. There were 4 of us in a caravan. We get out to LA. We don't have jobs, and we have no idea where the hell we're going to stay. So we stayed at the Vagabond Inn for 7 nights. Now, if we would have stayed there 2 more nights to go to 9, we would have got the 10th night for free.
Wow.
Yeah, but we found a place in Beverly Hills.
That's not the attitude that got you a car.
Yeah, that's true. I wanted to stay. Everybody else wanted to get out of there.
So okay, so now you what did you do in Clown? Explain your Clown. Hotel.
Clown Motel.
Motel.
I went to a film festival in Louisville for a movie I did called Paranormal Captivity, where I was just bored one summer, and I made this thing where my cat had basically been possessed. So I got into that film festival, and I went there, and Joe Kelly, the co-EP to Clown Motel and writer-director, was there showing a movie called Bloody Island. And we just hit it off immediately, and he's like, hey, well, where do you live? I'm like North Hollywood. He's like, oh, I'm in Burbank. We're like 15 minutes away from each other, but we have to go to Louisville, Kentucky to meet. But it was that weekend that he had already had the idea for the Clown Motel movie, and we started talking about it, and we did a short that year, and then we shot 2. Clown Motel 1's out. Clown Motel 2, we still have a couple scenes to shoot, but I'm like spending October editing a horror movie, which is the only way you should spend a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. I think where now? What are you working on now?
Right now, I'm working on editing Clown Motel 2. We're prepping the pre-shoot, we have a big opening scene that a lot of stuff happens in. I can't really say what, but it's a
dude. You couldn't tell us your car. You couldn't tell us the film school. You couldn't tell us. Now you can't tell us that.
So it basically involves a lot of death, a lot of gore, very very intense.
Normal clown stuff.
Yeah, normal clown stuff. That's why we had to set it aside. It couldn't be part of the main shoot because it's so intense and awesome. We really have to start the second movie with a big bang. So definitely wanted to spend time on these opening scenes. Yeah.
Nice.
So we're prepping that. I'm also editing a movie called Compatible that Angela is a part of. And I'm working on 3 TV shows right now.
Beautiful. So where can people find you?
The Clown Motel right here, right there. Clown Motel's Golden Ager on Facebook.
All right.
I do have like Twitter and all that stuff, but I never use it. I gotta be honest, I never use it.
Well, that's all right. All right, we got to do a couple segments. So why don't we bring in everybody? Let's just do them with everybody, right?
I like it. Sounds fun.
Let's bring everybody back in. All right, so first we're going to do some songs. You ready for this?
No.
Play the video. Manny, the mute dog who's not mute at all during the show today, who talks a lot, who jumps in and explains problems.
Failed original song titles.
Okay, so what this is we all know a lot of famous songs, but there are a lot of songs, the titles we know were not the original titles. And so we have some songs that we went through and we searched through the archives and we found the original song titles that failed before they became the songs that they were today. And Tattness is alive and moving.
I love it.
Good to see you. All right, so let's go to now that he's unfrozen. Let's go to the first song. So the first song, My Way. Everybody knows My Way, right? Frank Sinatra. You did it my way, right? Okay, well, a lot of people don't realize is the song titles that were they were going through weren't the greatest song titles. And I don't think this song would have been as big as it was if we had these other original song titles. All right, let's see the first one. Originally, Your Way Sucks, I'm Not Doing It. I really don't think that it would have been the song it was today. If it was really, right? Am I right, Kevin?
That's like a children's song, really.
Right? Right? I think the song was written by a child, but they had to adult it for people.
It worked.
All right. It did. All right, let's see the next one. Maybe if you weren't incredibly stupid, I would listen to you. A little wordy. My Way just says it better, don't you think?
It flows.
I mean, this definitely fits the song. It definitely, I mean, I've said this to people. I said it to you, Kevin. I say it to you all the time.
Earlier today.
And finally, we got the third song title. Fuck You, Mom.
Now that would have demanded a sequel.
I just can't imagine how he would sing that. Fuck you, Mom.
That would have been a hit.
Definitely.
Dude, that's number one hit right there.
Hey, maybe you're right. Maybe they should have done that.
I want to hear that song. I would download that from iTunes right now.
You know what? Go ahead, Kevin.
Rage Against the Machine will do a killer cover.
I think eventually we're gonna do the actual versions of these songs that with the original titles. But right now we're not there yet. Right now we're not there, and we're gonna sing them. But okay, let's go to the next song. I used to love her, but I had to kill her. Okay,
now that's inappropriate.
I would right. It is right. It's a Halloween song for sure. Now, when I first heard this song on the radio, I was like, "Did they just say I used to love her, but I had to kill her?" But it was a big hit. It's a little wordy, but it was a big hit. And I see, looking at through the archives, seeing the old versions of the titles, I can see why they picked this one. Let's go to the first one. There we go. I assert my Fifth Amendment right not to sing that on the grounds that it might tend to incriminate me. That's way too long. Way too long.
Smart though.
And he's referring to singing the song. You're taking me out of the song when you talk about, right? You take me out of the song when you.
Sounds like somebody's lawyer's earning their money.
Right? All right, let's go to the next title for I used to love her, but I had to kill her. I hit that hussy with a shovel.
That's more of a club tune. I hit that hussy with a shovel.
I hit that hussy with a shovel. I don't know. It just doesn't have the oomph that I used to love her. I had to kill her, And yeah, it's funny though. I don't know. Let's go to the next one. And finally, I used to love her, but now she's a Pez dispenser. I don't know what they were smoking when they came up with that version of the title.
Actually, I think whichever one they picked, they couldn't have gone wrong.
Maybe you're right. But the video would have been different if she was a Pez dispenser. That's for sure.
It would.
That would have been. All right, let's go to the next song. God Bless America, our anthem, our country, our anthem. Beautiful song title. And I'm glad they really took their time and turned down these other titles, because if it was the other titles, I just don't know if it would be our anthem. Let's go to the first one. God Bless America, with the glaring exception of New Jersey. I mean, I can see where a lot of people like that version of the song, but we got to include everybody. We're America. You know what I mean? I mean, we don't like to admit we have Jersey, but let him in. Am I right, Kevin?
It's true. We're allowed to say stuff, but nobody else is.
There you go. All right. Let's do the next one. We have more guns than Mexico and more Mexicans. Yeah, I can see why that's God Bless America is way better than that. It really is. This may be somewhat true, but I just don't think it would have flowed off the tongue. All right, let's go to the last one. Suck it, Sweden. It's better. I mean, you know, it's just better to have the name of the country in it rather than just be a big baby. Suck it, Sweden. You know, it's just not as good. There you go. Dead. I don't know what that means. Who's dead? Kyla. All right, let's go to the next song. The next song, Purple Rain. Oh, what an amazing song, right? Am I right?
It's a classic, without a doubt. It's a
classic. My friend Christopher Titus loves Prince so much. He has a Prince party every year. He has on the date of his, I think it's on the date of his death. But Purple Rain wasn't always Purple Rain. Originally, they had several different titles that they tried out. Let's see the first one. Kidney Stone Pain. Kidney Stone Pain. Kidney Stone Pain. You know, I don't know what he was going through when he had kidney stones when he was thinking of that title. But that doesn't work. Next one. Let's see the next one. Varicose Veins, Get Me My Cane. Which I thought, you know, Prince was pretty young to have varicose veins, but you know,
he was planning for the future.
There you go. There you go. And the last one, I need a prescription for my urinary tract infection.
Oh. You know, you could have used that one on the God Bless America section. It could have been the same message. It's basically the same thing.
Oh my God. All right, do we have any more songs? I think we have more. What do we got? Manny. You know the Elvis song? Can't help falling in love with you.
It's a beautiful song.
Beautiful song. Not so beautiful if you use the other titles. Let's see the first one. Let's see the first title. I Can't Help Falling in Love with the Nanny.
Oh my gosh.
That just takes love out of it, really. It just
doesn't really have to be governor of California, though, does it?
The governor. All right, next one. I Can't Afford to Live on My Own. That's when homeless guys say they love the girl they're with. I love you, so they can stay with them. Next one. Level with me, Ron. I'm a moron. Aren't I don't even know what does that even have to do with a song? I have no idea why they would even think of that for a title for the song. Oh my God. Manny, is that it? Is that all the songs or is there one more? Oh, right. Of course. Oh, geez. Are we doing this one really? We're doing this one. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Pretty self-explanatory. Should be a simple title. Why these other titles? I don't know why they tried these other titles. Let's see the first one. Don't worry, a little penicillin will clear that right up.
I think a lot of people started out happy, then needed the penicillin, and then were able to return
and then
to happy.
Yeah, don't worry, we got penicillin. You can be happy, I guess. All right, and there's only one other for this one that we could find. Don't worry, ironically, I'm going to kill myself. Terrible. Awful. That's horrible.
It's a little morbid.
That is very morbid. That is very morbid. Oh my God, that's terrible. Keep quiet. You're not elected. I have no idea, Kevin. Your flatulence is catching.
That's okay.
All right, now we got another segment here. One more segment to go, and I'm not supposed to call this segment. Manny's gonna kill me. The next one. This is fun. And this is for everyone to guess. Okay, we can take down that banner. Because we got the next thing we're doing. It's called, well,
Dude, California or like California.
That definitely sounded like a stoner. Okay. California or Crapafornia. Guys, now you guys all get to guess, okay? What this is these are news stories, and you got to guess if they're actually a real news story from California or if they're not. If they're fake, then they're Crapafornia, okay? Are you guys all ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. Let's go to the first one. Number one, A California woman dreamt she had swallowed her engagement ring to protect it from thieves. When she woke up, she realized she actually did. What do you think, guys? Is that California or Crapifornia?
Crapifornia.
True.
No.
Do you think it's California?
I'm gonna say it's legit.
Yeah. Why do you guys think it's legit, and why do you think it's not legit?
I think it's
Lawns.
Anybody else?
I think it's both.
I live in California, and I haven't heard of it. So
I think
You're
it's
from
so California. I think it's so California. It's just typical.
I think it's California, and I think the next day it was Crapifornia.
All right, let's see. What is it? California. After the x-ray revealed the ring, doctors decided against letting the 2.4 carat diamond engagement ring pass naturally and instead performed an endoscopic surgery to remove it. Yeah, you don't want a diamond cutting your colon.
Yeah, unless it's the princess cut.
Hey! All right, next one. Number 2, in California, a couple called animal control to report that they were woken by a possum in their trash, but found it was actually their naked male next door neighbor going through their trash. California or Crapifornia?
That could be Floridians.
Right? Right?
That's too tame for a Florida story.
That sounds, I don't know. This sounds pretty feasible. This sounds like a California dude who, like, you know, did a Molly or something and just, like, you know, lost his mind at a party. Right? It sounds that, right?
His nickname is definitely Possum.
Or if it wasn't, it was after this. Anybody else?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's legit. I've seen it before.
It was you. No.
All right. So with that spoiler, I'm going to agree. I trust him.
Yeah, all right.
California.
Everybody saying California. Let's see. Crapifornia. It was a naked possum.
All right.
Nice guess, guys. All right, let's go to the next one. Number 3, police were called to the scene of a California Safeway when an employee claimed he'd been assaulted by a customer wielding a loaf of bread. California or Crapifornia?
Crapifornia.
Someone was beaten.
I'm trying to write to them in the chat room. I
beaten
think
with a backpack.
That's legit. It's got to be. It's too good. It's too good not to be true.
yeah.
Well, it is baked goods.
See, I don't know. I think if you're going to do that, it should be frozen.
Right? Frozen bread would really be good.
That's a legitimate assault.
I'm going to say, I'm going to say it's California. I think it's California. I think it is. All right, let's see what it is. California. Police said a customer was causing a disturbance in the store and grabbed a baguette, smacking the worker with it. Although the employee wasn't injured, he still wanted to press charges. There's more to this. Manny. Although the employee didn't suffer major injuries, he still wanted to press charges. Police said assault is, after all, still assault. All right. So we were right. What's the next one? A woman. Oh, this is funny. A woman burned down the house of a man because he called her for a booty call at 4 a.m., then fell asleep. Is that California or Crapifornia?
California.
I don't know, dude. This sounds crazy. This is like.
I would say Crapifornia on this.
You think Crapifornia?
Crapifornia.
I'm going to say.
I've dated enough to believe this could be true.
Definitely.
I know it's possible. I was stabbed by an ex, but I don't know. This is setting fire. I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if it happened between the same people in like 3-4 houses in a row. That's how sure I am it's California. I tried moving up north. She burnt it down.
It's like the Three Little Pigs.
This house is made of bricks. Let's try
it. All right, let's see.
That's a little TLC.
Crapifornia. It was actually New Jersey.
Of course it was New Jersey. That's why nobody wants to play with them.
The woman gave new meaning to that. This is why New Jersey was not wanted to be included in the national anthem. Okay. The woman gave a new meaning to hot and bothered when she showed up at the Woodbury home of a man who texted her looking for a little action. Continue. But he left her hanging when he fell asleep. He awoke to find his house engulfed in flames and 8 missed phone calls. The victim escaped through the window. And authorities rescued his dog.
Oh, that's funny.
The guy just left his dog. What kind of... Wow.
I'm a little mad, but if this second floor burns, I'm definitely breaking up with you.
There's something wrong with this guy, man. First of all, he falls asleep for a booty call, and then he leaves his dog. This guy's an idiot.
Let me tell you something, too. That woman, there is a 100% chance that she's good in bed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
100% chance.
100%.
Do
all
you
the
have
crazy
her number?
ones are amazing.
Tell her I don't fall asleep after I place a phone call.
Yeah. You know what you got to do? You got to put like one of those dog collars around her so that when she reaches the perimeter, you can tell when she's there and she gets zapped and she yelps.
No, what you need to do is meet her at someone else's house. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, tell her it's exactly. Yeah, tell her that's where you live, but it's a buddy's place. I'm going to do that at your house, Kevin.
That's fine. Just make sure my insurance is up to date. And if the second floor burns, break up with her.
Okay, go ahead. Next one. I think this is the last one. Number 5. A man stole multiple items from a Lil Wayne music video shoot in February because he thought it would be a good way to meet the rapper.
California.
It sounds pretty good. It sounds like something someone would do. But I mean, I don't know. Because I mean, would someone really think stealing stuff from someone would be the way to meet him?
Have you met Tom Brady?
Was Lil Wayne incarcerated?
Is that what happened to Tom Brady?
They stole the shirt right out of his jersey from after the game.
Okay, all right.
See, the story that she's from Boston is starting to check out.
Yeah, right? Starting to believe it now.
Yeah, the accent didn't do it.
No, it did, but now you just sealed it. That's the truth. Okay, so let's see. California. The man was arrested on suspicion of stealing a laptop, a Louis Vuitton purse, tickets to the NBA All-Star game, money, and a wallet. Why did he have a purse? Anyway, unfortunately, the laptop he stole contained a GPS tracking device that led the police to the robber's home. Whether or not the man was able to meet Lil Wayne remains unknown. Why did Lil Wayne have a purse? Really, seriously. Was it a fanny pack or was it an actual purse?
To meet guys who steal things?
Maybe he gave him the purse and then still, I don't know. All right, so that's California or Crapifornia, I think. Oh, wait, we got one more. Police, this is crazy. Police were called to a trailer park where they determined about $98,000 worth of ramen noodles were stolen from the scene.
No.
Who has $98,000 worth? That's like a skyscraper of ramen noodles. How much are ramen noodles? They're like 10 cents a box.
An entire ocean liner of ramen noodles sunk in the Pacific, costing the company $4.
No, because then the whole ocean would be noodles.
It was. That's how the Loch Ness Monster stays alive.
How do you? The Loch Ness Monster is in Loch Ness, Kevin. Not the ocean.
That's why they never find it. They're looking in the wrong place, Danny.
Oh my God, dude! I don't know. That's a lot of ramen noodles.
Yeah.
$98,000. $98,000.
The expensive ramen goes for 49 cents a pack.
Right? Right? The good stuff. The good stuff goes for 98 cents. And we're talking a pack of like 6 costs 45 cents, I think. I don't know. This sounds like Crapafornia to me.
Mm-hmm.
Is everybody thinks Crapafornia?
Yeah.
Got it. Got it.
All right, you know what? Just because everybody else says, oh, Crapafornia. Thanks for putting up with me asking, Manny. It was Georgia. It's unknown why the thieves felt the need to steal so many noodles, which came out to almost 300,000 packets. The bigger question is why were there that many noodles? Wow.
They had a craft for that.
Oh my God.
Water do you need to make that much ramen?
I did more than probably the Loch Ness, Kevin, actually.
Okay. You drained the lake.
The entire the land of lakes.
Luckily, the monster relocated to the ocean.
All right. So, Kevin, are we going to do our competition before everybody leaves?
I'm ready.
Oh, man, this is crazy. I don't even want to do this. Okay. All right. You ready for this? All right, let's roll the music, the video. You guys are not expecting this. This is insane. This is for Halloween. It's stupid, but we're gonna do it. I'm probably gonna choke to death. Are we gonna?
Everybody else, just keep talking.
You know what? If Manny can't find it, I'm gonna find it. Hold on a second here. Hold on. I can't believe we're doing this. Why the writers are forcing this on me? This is not fair. Okay, completely idiotic challenges, and this is this is where Kevin and I compete, doing something totally idiotic. And what we're doing for this one is we're seeing how many marshmallows, who can stuff the most marshmallows in their mouth. Okay? Don't ask me why the writers wanted me to do this, but every time we put a marshmallow in, we ring the bell, and that way we count how many marshmallows we have. Okay? All right. This is stupid. Okay, you ready? No, you don't ring it yet. You ring it when you stick the marshmallow in your mouth. Okay, here we go. Ready? Somebody say go.
Go.
All right. Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. They're cheating. Let me see those marshmallows. Those are little ones. No way, dude. You gotta have the big ones.
You're going down. I ate a garage yesterday practicing. You can't win.
Oh, man. Cheers. All right. Kevin wins. Kevin cheated, but he won. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
All right.
I only got 3. You got like 20.
I think I got more than that.
Guys, thank you for being guests on our show. We had one guest. We had the demon, but I think she didn't get. Did she get on the?
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, she's here.
All right,
okay,
cool. That's good.
We got one more guest.
Yeah.
Guys, hang out at the end, and we'll all say goodbye to everybody.
I'm down on the bottom left.
But we're bringing her on here, everybody.
There I am.
Okay, yeah, but you didn't do the banner. You didn't. I didn't introduce you. Manny. Kevin, you're fired because Manny's screwing up.
I'm just eating marshmallows now.
Hey, she got her here.
No, now she kicked her out. Okay, let's do. This is such a professional show. I gotta say, this is amazing.
Let's kick her out. That's why I was on the phone trying to get her.
Okay, here we go. Okay, my next guest, who's actually here already, was in the original Tony-winning Steam Bath with Tony Perkins. So she won a Tony with a Tony. That must have been some steam bath to win a Tony. And went on to portray the demon who possesses Reagan. Ronald Reagan? Oh, no, in The Exorcist. Following that, the Emmy Award-winning General Hospital. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Eileen Dietz. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Can you hear me?
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Loud and clear.
We can hear you.
Okay, I got this yellow thing in front of my face.
I know. I'm looking. Manny has disappeared. Manny the mute dog is in the bathroom or something, and I'm having to take over. There it is. Okay, there we go.
Thomas.
All right.
Thomas.
What's wrong?
Get me the other headset.
Guys, we're gonna keep Eileen here for a second. We're gonna bring you guys out for a second so everybody can see Eileen, and we'll bring you back at the end. So hang out, okay? All right. There we go. And Tattness. There we go. Oh, there we go. Hey, how you doing?
What was it saying about steam bath and Tony Perkins?
I have no idea. I have no idea. That was Manny. Manny wrote that. Manny's.
Go
ahead.
No, I was in that show, but I didn't know why it said MM something. That was me.
Oh, no. That's my next guest, MNG. Because, and my writer, I know one of my writers right now.
Steam bath.
One of my writers right now is
was he
steaming mad because she told me to take that out.
Wait a minute. Was he in steam bath with me? No, I don't think so.
No. Carrie Rappaport, she's one of my writers, and she said, "Don't put that on there. Nobody's going to know what that means." And she's right.
Well, I
she's
can
right.
tell him. No, I'll tell him. I did a play called Steam Bath off Broadway, starring Tony Perkins, and he directed it, but he always wanted to be in it. So we went through four actors, and they all got fired, like Rip Taylor and Charles Grodin. Charles Grodin asked me years later. He said, "Why did I get fired? What did I do?" You know, actors always do that. And I said, "You didn't do anything. Tony wanted to play the lead. So he had to get rid of everybody. And then he finally went in and played the lead. But the interesting thing is we did it off Broadway, but they paid us Broadway salary because everybody was so sure it would move to Broadway. And it never did. We just previewed for 12 weeks.
Oh, wow.
So
was there a Tony involved? Did you win a Tony?
Oh my God, it never opened. You can't win a Tony if it doesn't open.
We just gave false information.
It never even got reviewed, actually, but it's on my resume.
Okay, well, that's cool. That's cool. So tell us more about your illustrious career.
What happened to Dave? Is he gone?
No, he's waiting.
Oh, okay. What would you like to know? You have to ask me questions. There he is. Hi, Dave.
Hey, Irene. How you doing?
How do you guys know each other?
We met on Compatible? No.
No, we met through Joe, kind of on Clown Motel, and now I actually do like football bets and stuff.
Yeah. That's what happened. Joseph Kelly and I were in Vegas betting on football games, which I've done for 30 years, except we're actually degenerate gamblers.
No.
Yeah.
Kevin knows all about that.
We don't do slots. We don't do, craps is too expensive now. It used to be $1 craps. Now it's 10. But we do bet football, and we've gone for the opening of the football season for the last 30 years. And this is the first year we didn't go because of COVID. Oh. And we have reservations for Thanksgiving, and we've gone every year for New Year's because it's so much fun. You get to watch all the college games. Anyway, the point being, and we're not going for Christmas either. Too old and too scared. But anyway, so I'm sitting watching football with Joseph Kelly. You know Joseph Kelly, right?
Mm-hmm.
The esteemed director of Clown Motel and Clown Motel 2 and stuff.
Right.
And he said my friend Dave Bailey wanted to put a $500 bet that the Cincinnati Bengals were going to win more than 5 games.
It was 5,000.
No, it wasn't. No, it's 500.
I was originally going to put 5,000 on that year.
Well, I heard 500, and I said Cincinnati Bengals ain't winning nothing. But I didn't have the guts to take the bet, because if they did win, I'd owe them $500, and I didn't have the guts. And then they won one game, so Dave owes me a lobster dinner.
Yeah,
nice.
So that's how we actually met, and then we met through Joseph Kelly. He's been over my house to watch the Cincinnati Bengals lose again.
There are other teams to bet on.
Next year.
I'm from Cincinnati, so I have to keep with the Bengals. But I think that's what's really cool about Eileen and I, is that we have that connection outside of the entertainment industry. Is like we love football, and that's really how we bonded for the first time.
What do you think of football this year?
It's very weird, but I'm enjoying it. I think that Thursday game was terrible, though. That's one of the worst football games
Which
I've
one was
seen.
it, Philly and the Giants?
Yeah, nobody wanted to win that game. I don't know why any of those players were on that field.
Nobody wants to take the East, the NFL East. I mean, Dallas is only second, and they're 2-6 or something.
I thought Andy Dalton was going to do better for them, and then they couldn't protect him. So
Philly's going to steamroll its way to 4 victories.
You're talking about Dallas now?
Yeah.
What did you say, Kevin?
I said Philly's going to steamroll their way to 4 victories and snatch the division.
Want to bet?
I want to know before we get too far into football. I want to know about your part in The Exorcist. Can you tell me about that?
Sure.
You played the demon?
It's a loaded question.
Is it?
Yeah. Actually, anything you want to know, you can read my book called Exorcising My Demons. And it tells how this little flat-chested, buck-toothed little girl from New York City found herself, in the scariest movie of all time, and how I became an actress, and the ups and downs, and stuff like that. I had an incredible Me Too incident when I was brought all the way out to Michigan to be in this show, and all they wanted to do was fuck me.
Oh, it's terrible. Kevin gets that all the time.
I do.
What did you say?
He said I get that all the time.
The book's a lot of fun. It was written by an absolute genius guy. I didn't write it. I just talked it. So anybody wants to buy it, just Facebook me.
So can you just not to ruin the book.
Okay, I'll tell you. Yeah. I was originally hired to do the masturbation scene for Ms. Linda Blair, the bitch. Cunt. I don't use that word ever. Oh, wow. But that's what I was originally hired to do. And I had to do, people love to call me a double. I wasn't a double, and I don't do a double as an extra, and I've never done extra work. But anyway, so I did 2 improvisations for the casting director. I actually went to the library because I didn't know how to be a demon. Who knows? But I figured wild animals were the closest I could get. So I was so young. And I came home and I pulled the shades down. We had shades then, and in New York City. And I pulled the shades down and lit candles and looked at the pictures of the lions. And lions are going, wow, wow, you know what I mean? Making all kinds. That's what I did. And then when I did the improv, I played both parts. Like, mommy, you saw you pig. I did both parts. And then I met the amazing Dick Smith, the godfather of all makeup, and Ms. Linda Blair and her mother, and Billy Freakin. I did a screen test. And the rest, as they say, was history. I've done movies before that. Yeah. The first movie I did was a black and white epic called Teenage Gang Debs. They fought, but it was all knives because no one had AK, whatever, 30. Well,
that's, to me, that's crazy that you got that. It's crazy that you got the demon when you're such a pretty woman, that you got that crazy, ugly demon. That's like crazy.
Well, interestingly enough, okay, wait a minute.
You would think they would have cast someone like Kevin.
I was up for it. I tried.
Interestingly enough, what happened was, so then I was hired to do the maceration scene, and I went out and Dick made the face mask and all that stuff. And I was just supposed to be the demon that possessed Reagan. And then they really liked my work. So, and not hers. But there's no love lost. But so that's because of her. She thinks that cost her the Oscar. Really, that's a lot of power. But yeah, 40 years she's like that. And she won't do horror conventions with me. Wow. So it's also cost me a lot of money. But so that's what I was originally hired to do. And then I ended up doing the famous vomit scene and levitations and the death scene at the end. And, you know, the famous slapping scene that you see. So I was on the film for almost like 3.5 months. And then the very last day of shooting, because this thing went on and on and on, it was like being Survivor. How do I get off this island? You know? Right. Who do you have to fuck to get off this movie?
Kevin.
Oh, believe me, in New York City, the rumor went around that I masturbated for Billy Freakin to get the part.
Oh, no.
People are cruel. So it went on and on. It was actually the very last day that Dick took a makeup test that he had done. And put that black and white makeup that turned out to be Captain Howdy. And we shot it the very last day of the filming. And it wasn't planned. It was just an idea. And if Dick were alive, I'd ask him more about that. The last time I saw him, he had someone who was keeping him, taking care of him. She said, "Now, don't ask him any personal questions. He's going through dementia, and don't ask him." And I wish I had, because I'm still not sure. But that's how it happened. And then, as you guys know, the face of death or Pazuzu or whatever you want to call it, that's Pazuzu. Hello. Whoops.
Yeah, there you go.
That's Pazuzu. You can buy that too. Hey, there's no conventions. We got to do what we can. Actually, I just went to the post office and mailed 5 Pazuzus and 12 8x10s and 2 books. So that's what's keeping us in food. But anyway, what was your question?
No, it was just
Pazuzu and Captain Howdy have become obviously the icons of the entire show. When they want to talk about The Exorcist, they don't talk about anything Linda did, or even Max von Sydow or those people. They always show Captain Howdy. Me.
There you go. Now, everybody hears stories that the set was cursed. Was there any kind of weird? Because I've heard. I mean, it's probably just folklore, but I think most people have heard that there was weird things happening on the set and during shoot. Is that true? Any truth to that at all?
Pazuzu made it happen. I wasn't there either. Nobody was. So I always like to say yes, because I know that's what fans like to hear, that all this weird stuff happened. But there was a fire. It took 14 months to shoot that movie.
Wow.
So, from pre-production to post-production. And God, the staff really wanted to get, they're not used to working on the film that long. The accountants and the office people.
Why did it take so long?
I can't get in trouble now, can I?
Oh, well, no, if you don't want to look at it, you don't have to say anything you don't want to say.
Billy Freakin was a perfectionist. And he, every scene we shot at least twice. Everything. We had bets whether he was going to reshoot the shaking room. Because how could that go wrong? So he reshot everything. And a lot of times the cameraman would say, "That's not going to cut, Billy. You can't edit that. It's not going to work." He said, "Shoot it." And then they went into dailies and he said, "Who shot that?" So it went on for a very, very long time. And he didn't like the living room set. So he made them take the whole thing down and rebuild it. So if there was an electrical fire, people died in 14 months. My sister had a miscarriage that had half a baby. So
oh my God.
Your guess is as good as mine. Let's just say yes, because I'd rather talk in my book, but I'd rather a lot of funny stuff happened on the set, and I thought that was more interesting to talk about because everybody heard about the scary stuff.
Right. So what are you working on now?
Oh God, life has been crazy lately. It's been so good, and even, I consider excuse the expression, but I consider myself so blessed. The last thing I did is I just came back from Oregon and shot a movie called The Bleeding Dark, which is by Jason Hawkins with Courtney Gaines.
We had Jason on.
Oh, there you go. So that was so much fun. We shot a feature in 8 days. And
8 days.
Oh, it was amazing. Yeah.
Well, didn't he say that?
I had an 8-page monologue. I did it in 2 takes.
What? 8-page monologue?
Well, I'm sorry. It wasn't a monologue. It was almost a monologue. It was a dialogue. Because I was talking about grief. And grief did this. And grief did that. And you did that. And all Courtney said was, get out of here. Or, you're such a bitch. He really had these little one-liners. So it's like a monologue. But when something is written very well, it's fairly easy to memorize. And it's fairly easy to do.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah.
And I've been around the block, but I would be remiss if I'm sorry. Am I taking everybody else's time?
No, this is your time.
Oh, okay, then I will talk. Before that, I went to Boulder. Oh, by the way, on The Bleeding Dark, they had COVID testing on everybody before we started working because I am over 50 and it gets a little scary because they say seniors, people of color, and people of underlying issues. I don't have any underlying issues.
Well,
thank
seniors,
you.
I'm sorry, but seniors are not 50. They're like 80. Okay. Let's not call people 50. Let's not call people 50 or older seniors, please.
Okay, so I'm 80. They really are saying people over 65. But, so you have to be very careful. But before that, I did Motel Hell with Mr. Dave Bailey. But it was Motel Hell 2. And I played the Queen of the Clowns. So I got to be regal and royal and a bitch and also vulnerable. I did a scene with Ari Lehman that I actually cried as the queen. And it was amazing. We shot in these caves in Boulder, Nevada, not Boulder, Colorado, but Boulder, Nevada. And they were wonderful. And they said at one point, I had a line that said, "I feel an alien has entered the room." And they said the wind came up through the caves and blew my hair twice.
Really? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Joseph. Yes.
Awesome. Well, where can people find? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Characters looks amazing. The makeup they did and everything is it's going to be cool. Like it's more epic than the first. There's more clowns. There's more blood. There's more presence. I feel like, and the caves that we shot at, you'd spend $50,000 to build these caves, and it's just there for anybody to shoot. So it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a better film than all you guys that like Clown Motel 1, the first one. That this is a better film. Clown Motel is great, and I saw it. I went out to Bumfuck to see it. And it took
Everybody's been there.
Hour and 20 minutes to get there from Hollywood and 20 minutes to get home. And I said to Joseph Kelly, because I've seen so many bad indie films, right? And I said, I have a really early morning audition in Santa Monica, so if I leave, please forgive me. And of course, I stayed for the whole thing because I really liked it. And before that, I did a movie called Compatible in Denver. That was before COVID. And that's about a dating line, a dating app. But the interesting thing about it is that everybody on the app could see people dating, who they were dating, and they could vote whether the guy was a good guy or a bad guy or it was a good match. And that's what happens with this one woman. It's very exciting. It's very much a thriller, and Also very sad. I got to cry. I play her mom.
Nice, nice.
Why am I keep making that face?
The funny thing is, it was kind of ahead of its time in a way that it was like when you're watching the date. There's multiple people in, so basically we have 7 people in here. But picture an 8th screen showing the actual date, and everybody's like commenting. So like she said, it was before COVID, so now like it's almost strange that that type of movie was being shot because it's what the world's become basically.
You're absolutely right. And Dave is doing the editing on it. So I'm always very nice to him.
Always be nice to the editor.
And the camera
always,
guy. And the camera guy.
The camera guy too, but the editor, that's, you know, the director can do whatever she wants, but the editor is the guy who like puts it together. And, you know, the director is not going to be there with the editor the whole time. So if the editor doesn't like you, you're going to look like shit, basically. So be nice to the editor. That's a little thing. On that note, guys, we've been going for over 2 hours now. Where can they find you, by the way, Eileen? Now, where can they see you? Where can they fans and stuff?
I live in the Hollywood Hills.
Oh, we don't need your address.
I know that. No, that was a joke.
I know, it was good. It was good.
Right now, thank you. Right now, the best place to find me is on Facebook. I do have 5,000 friends now, and I'm good. What am I trying to dodge? The pumpkin?
Pumpkin.
So I'm really trying. Hi, Bill. Trying to delete some people. So you can't be a friend yet, but you can send me a personal message, but only. I'm sorry, I gotta be bitchy here. Don't ever send me a personal message or a chat unless you want to buy something or you're a relative, because chats, they're just not for fans. Send me a notification if you want something. Is that good?
That's good.
I'm on Instagram, but I don't know how to use it.
Okay, well, guys, I want to thank everyone for being on the show tonight. You guys have been amazing. It was a long one. And this makeup is itching.
Oh, can I say something real quick?
Yes.
Okay, let me say that. It's the picture I have with Thomas Churchill, and I would be very remiss if I didn't mention Amityville Harvest that just came out, and it's a thriller, and it's haunted, and I get to play a monster.
Sure. All right.
It's a real fun movie, and you should see that. And I don't know if you have the picture for.
She just showed it.
Yeah, they just showed it. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yep. Awesome.
It's a great
guys. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Stay safe out there.
I have my Halloween costume on.
I love you guys. I'm going to be in contact with all of you.
Goodbye, everyone. Hi, Kim. Bye, Kim. Bye. Who else do I know? Bye, Kevin.
Bye.
I'm sorry. I didn't get to talk to you guys. And,
That's okay.
Hi, Dawna Lee. I don't know what you look like. I do now. Bye.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. And everyone have a happy Halloween. And stay in touch, guys.
Thank you, Danny.
All right.
Thank you, Danny.